I want to open this video by addressing the men that are going through a breakup right now. If you clicked on a video titled "Walk Away to Get Your Ex Back" because your girlfriend broke up with you, I want to go ahead and say that I am so sorry that you're in the position like this. I've been heartbroken before and it's extremely painful. Getting broken up with will actually trigger chemicals in your brain that actually mimic like physical pain. So not only are you mentally going through pain, but you're quite literally physically feeling the pain as well. Before I go to this video to teach you guys about like what to do, okay, this video is I'm not guaranteeing that you're gonna get your ex back. I can't guarantee that you're going to get your ex back, okay? Every breakup is different. I know nothing about what's going on in your life and why the girl walked away. However, what I am going to teach you in this video is going to put you in the best possible position to get your ex back. That I can guarantee. This applies if you're a guy or a girl watching this video, but just know that I mainly talk to men because I'm a coach for men. A lot of what I teach, on top of like pickup, dating, and relationship skills and making money and starting businesses, a lot of what I teach is helping men understand how attraction between men and women work. This is why what I'm going to teach you in this video is going to make you appear as more of a man. Women typically go for like the bad guy instead of the nice guy because the bad guy is a man that displays masculine characteristics. This is what a woman is just naturally and genetically attracted to. Men are supposed to behave a certain way. Women are supposed to behave a certain way. So women are going to like men that behave a certain way, and men are going to like women that behave a certain way. Now that that's out of the way, let's talk about what you actually need to do in order to put yourself in the best possible position to get your ex back. I want to go ahead and say this. First of all, we are going into no contact. That means you are never speaking to your ex-girlfriend again for any reason. If you guys have kids together, you guys need to set up situations where you have absolutely no reason to talk except for, hey, I'm going to meet you here to drop the kids off, okay? We want to, whatever like business or logistics between like if you guys live together or you guys like share custody with the kid, that needs to be handled. You should not have any reason to talk to your girlfriend at all, or your ex-girlfriend. Why we're going into no contact is because women, okay, this is assuming you're with a girlfriend. Women act based on how they feel. Humans in general, men and women, we make decisions based on emotions. Women do things based on their emotions because their emotions overwhelm them more than it does a man. That's why men are more logical thinkers, women are more emotional thinkers. But both of us still make decisions based on emotions. This video is going to teach you how to get that woman to start feeling like emotional overwhelm, potentially, for breaking up with you. Because I just said that women act based on how they feel. Women also need time and space away from you to think about you, to talk about you, and then to miss you, because if they're doing that, you're engaging their emotions, and if their emotions are engaged, guess what? Their feelings for you are going to go back up. This is why exes creep back around. Now, there are statistics that say about 50% of people will hear from their exes again. Coach Craig Kenneth, one of the guys that I study, he's a very specific relationship coach, whereas I do a little more. He thinks that statistic is higher if you've worked on yourself to become more secure. Basically what that means is you're just going to act more like a man. That way when your ex does come back around, if and when she does, you're going to be in the best position to not act like you used to be, which turned this girl off to begin with. If your ex-girlfriend told you she needed time and space, or she needed space away from you, that usually means you smothered her. That means that you were over pursuing. And if you were over pursuing where your girlfriend asked you for space because she was feeling confused or whatever the hell she told you, but she still needed space, you were acting like a woman. Women are naturally designed to chase and pursue a man. It is a man's job to pursue the woman up until the woman's emotions get engaged, and that's usually when you have sex with her for the first time, because all that oxytocin, which is a bonding chemical, gets released, and it's significantly more in a woman's body than it is a man's body. But once that gets released, that's usually where the woman's emotions for you are going to be engaged. She is going to start pursuing you. Therefore, she should be doing basically 100% of the outreach if you can get it to that. And that's exactly what we're going to be mimicking in this. I need you to understand this right now before we go into the video. We are going into no contact. However, you as a man need to understand this principle right here, because this will guarantee that you never over pursue your ex-girlfriend again. You are the prize. If she broke up with you, she needs to be the one to fix it. It's her loss. You're fucking awesome. And you need to think that way. I get it. If you're going through pain right now, you might not think that way. But over time, you will think that way. You need to start thinking it's her loss, and she needs to earn a place back in your life. If you let this girl earn her place back into your life, you will never over pursue this woman ever again. And therefore, the sexual polarities, you're going to be in your masculine, she's going to be in her feminine. And guess what? You're going to allow her emotions to go back up. And because she's going to be working to get back into your life, it's her idea. And from a sales perspective, if you can convince the prospect that it's their idea, they're going to buy your product because they think they want it. They're convincing themselves they want it. Hope that makes sense. You go no contact. As soon as you guys break up, if you watch this video before you get broken up with, like you know what's coming, whatever you do not beg, do not plead, and do not chase to try to get them to come back. This woman likely checked out emotionally months ago. Women do this all the time. It's devastating to hear, but a woman will stay with a guy for months until she either finds someone else to monkey branch to, or she just gets to a point where she knows once she's grieving the relationship without you even being aware of it. So once she gets to a point emotionally where she knows she can break up with you and not feel as hurt or as guilty for doing it, that's typically when they're going to do it. Begging and trying to manipulate this girl to give you another chance. If she does give you another chance, if that's what you did, you're guilting her into doing that, and she's not going to respect you. She's probably going to treat you like shit, and you're going to get broken up with again. I can pretty much promise that. I don't want to say guarantee, but I can promise that. If this girl broke up with you, she already made up her mind to break up with you. There is nothing you can do to convince this girl to get back with you again, unless you guilt her into it, and then that will only be so long. You're not going to change her decision to want to leave. She already made up her mind, like I said, likely months ago. So you go no contact. This could take, depending on if you understand attachment styles. I had one come back around 8 months after our breakup. And then if you're anxious, you might have an ex come back around like a month after your breakup. No, there is no timeline for no contact. No contact is a way of being. She broke up with you. It's your job as a man to go out and find a woman that wants to be with you. That is your outcome. Your ex at the moment is another prospect to getting this outcome because you were just so emotional with her. But over time, once that bond starts deteriorating, you're going to start looking for other women who can fulfill that role. This ex doesn't want to be in your life. So you need to go and find a woman that wants to be in your life. You will start thinking this way the longer time goes on after your breakup. Once you go through this grieving process and you start feeling better. If you're going through a breakup right now, you might not be able to think this way, but I promise you, I've done this several times in my life, unfortunately. This is what happens every single time. But remember, you're the prize and you want to be with the girl that wants to be with you. Your ex does not want to be with you. So no contact is going to be literally indefinite until that ex-girlfriend comes back around. If you go and watch a lot of relationship videos or no contact videos from other coaches, you'll see people come back in like a week, a month. In my case, it was 8 months. And then in some other cases, it was it's 3 years. You will think about your ex up until you find another woman that will engage your emotions as a man. Over time, you're going to think about your ex less and less. But once a new girl comes into your life, like you get a new prospect, you get a new phone number, you go on a new date with the girl, or you're hooking up with another girl, that's going to take your mind off of your ex. If that girl that you're hooking up with goes away, she doesn't want to be with you anymore, you're going to start thinking about your ex again because you don't have another prospect in your life to focus on. But once you meet a new girl that really blows your socks off, I promise you, you will not think about your ex because you're going to be thinking about how awesome this girl is. It's like a cycle on how you replace women throughout your timeline of life. Okay, so the first step to putting yourself in the best position is, as I've just talked about already, that's no contact. And the reason why we go no contact is because you're giving this woman time and space away from you to think about you, to talk about you, to potentially miss you if you were a good partner and potentially regret losing you if you were a good partner, depending on like her attachment style. Like I've had an ex-girlfriend tell me I was the best boyfriend that she's ever had, and she felt guilty because of how well I treated her. Over time, that can turn into regret or guilt for breaking up with someone that was treating her so well. Like I said, not everyone's going to get a chance to get back with their ex or hear from their ex, but in this case, by going no contact, you're creating mystery. She doesn't know what you're doing because you're not talking to her. So you're forcing her, and because she will, everyone has to go through a grieving process. Just because she tried to grieve the relationship before it was over, a couple months down the road, she will grieve this relationship as well. You cannot avoid it. This is why exes typically come back, because once they go through this grieving process, their emotions are engaged because they're experiencing a loss. And that's what we're hoping for, is the separation anxiety to cause enough anxiety for this person to come back around. By going no contact and by not talking to them, you're going to allow this person to experience that separation anxiety. Every single time you reach out to your ex-girlfriend, you are fucking stopping the grieving process, and that grieving process has to restart. And the more you reach out to your ex, the less and less she's gonna get to that point of separation anxiety. This is why if you ever become friends with your ex, I'm gonna be very blunt with you. You accepted friendship with your ex-girlfriend, and I've been friend zoned by my ex-girlfriends, and I've told them no, but if you said yes, you're a fucking idiot. That girl is now getting the benefit of keeping you in her life without having to sleep with you or be romantic with you. And then as soon as she finds another guy that she wants to be intimate with, guess what? You're getting kicked to the curb. That is why you never be friends with an ex. Let me make that very clear. If you agreed to be friends with an ex, you are an idiot. You need to go back around and tell her something like, hey, you know what? I thought about this. Being friends with you just isn't going to work. I want you romantically, and until you want me romantically as well, I just don't think it's a good idea for us to keep talking. Take care. Say something like that. You need to go back to this girl and tell her you're not interested in being friends. If you did not agree to friendship, then don't talk to her. Once this girl comes back around, when you hear from your ex finally, what do you do here? You're going to go down two paths. Either one, if you've taken the time to grow as a man and become more manly and more masculine, this is going to play out in your favor. But if you did not do anything, you're going to behave the exact same way you did before. You will push this girl away a second time, and you're going to go through heartbreak a second time with this girl. Follow the path of learning to become a better man. When this girl comes back around, she needs to do 100% of the chasing and pursuing moving forward. No ifs, ands, or buts. Whatever happens, this girl needs to be the one to text you first, to call you first. You will never reach out to this girl first for any point in time. At no reason do you ever reach out to this girl first. None. Why? Because I told you, we want her to think that it's her idea to come back into the relationship. And if you start pursuing this girl again, guess what? She's not going to think it's her idea, because now she's got you fucking coming back in her life. If you guys just hung out and it's been like a week and she's not ready to see you again, and this likely will happen, but you're going to text her, she's not ready to see you. You're going to fucking push her away. But if you let the girl come to you every time, and listen, you guys might hang out one time and then a week goes by, 2 weeks go by, you don't hear from her, and then you all of a sudden hear from her, then she wants to hang out again. Okay, I get that 2 weeks is going to be difficult because you don't know if you're going to hear from her or not, but if she came around the first time, she's likely going to come back around the second time, as long as you didn't fuck anything up when you guys hung out together. And then what's going to happen is the more she sees you, the more she's going to want to come back into seeing you. It takes time for a woman to fall in love, and it takes time for a woman to fall out of love. We are restarting the attraction process of getting her to fall in love. If it's a normal, healthy girl, this will take her on the 6 to 7 week mark. Women fall in love a lot slower than men. This is why we need to let her do the pursuing. If your ex-girlfriend texts you, I don't care what she says. You do not talk to her just to talk to her. Get straight to the fucking point. Remember, she broke up with you. We're looking for a girl that wants to be with you. At the moment, this girl doesn't. If a girl reaches out to you, like on text message or like on a DM, if a girl reaches out to you first, assume she wants to see you. Say this: Hey, name, I would love to see you. When are you free to get together? Say that word for fucking word. Hey, name. Hey, Jessica. Hey, Rachel. Hey, Lindsay. Hey, Megan. I would love to see you. When are you free to get together? At this point in time, we're vetting this girl, okay? If she comes back in your life and you ask her to hang out and she agrees, she tells you a date, that's good. Make a date to see your ex-girlfriend. But I'm going to get to that in a second on what you need to do. But if she comes back around, you ask her when she's free and she does not give you specific days. She's like, oh, I don't know, or I just wanted to see how you were doing. Okay, do not text her. She likely, if she's not wanting to come back to hang out, she either has another dude that's not going well, she wants to see if you're still on the hook, she's looking for validation, or she's just confused on what she wants. I don't care which one. If this girl does not commit to hanging out with you, you have absolutely no reason to talk to her. What do you do when she reaches out? I learned this one. I'm going to promote this one. I learned this one from Corey Wayne. Corey Wayne says you need to invite the girl over to your house because women know if they come over to your house for dinner, women know that sex and romance is on the table. Women know this. So if a girl refuses to come over, remember, they know this, that's because she's not ready to fix the relationship, and we don't want to hang out with these girls. This will save you so much time from having to spend time with with an ex-girlfriend or a girl that blows you off, that just doesn't want to give you what you want. Remember, we're looking for sex and romance. That's what we want. Your ex-girlfriend either broke up with you or friend zoned you because she didn't want to be with you. So if she's not agreeing to come over to your house to fix the relationship and she knows sex and romance is on the table, you have no reason to see her, and you will never speak to her again. So tell her, if she says no, say, listen, you know what? I'm only interested in, whatever you say. I'm not going to give you a specific word track on what to say, but if she doesn't agree to come over to your house, just if she wants to meet you out somewhere, just say, listen, I'm not really interested in meeting you out somewhere. I made it very clear that I'm not interested in being friends. And then say, if you change your mind in the future, shoot me a text and we'll plan something then. Or maybe I'll be up for something formal then. Whatever you do, we want to leave the ball in her court. So that's why you say, if you change your mind, shoot me a text. Let's say the girl agrees to come over to your house. Whatever you do not talk about the relationship. The whole goal here is not to jump back into a relationship, because remember, I told you, we want her to think it's her idea, and women fall in love slower than men do. So she's not going to want to get back into the relationship right away. So whatever you do, unless she brings it up, you do not talk about your past relationship for any fucking reason. Hang out, have fun, hook up. Corey Wayne taught me that one. Because what we're doing here is we're allowing this woman to see that if you have changed and you are now more masculine, she's going to feel that. She's going to sense that something's different because you're not acting like a needy little bitch like you were used to in the past, and that's going to spark her attraction. And if she has fun, you guys should hook up. Hang out, have fun, hook up. If you guys hook up 3 times in a row, then you can start picking her up and going out on actual real dates. If you do not have your own place and you can't have the girl come over, then you're going to have to meet this girl out. The reason why we don't meet a girl out in public is because if you told her you did not want to be friends, meeting her out in public is a very platonic thing. Even if it's at an evening where romance can happen, if you meet her out in public, she could just end the date and not kiss you or not hook up with you. That's why if we had the woman come over to your house, it kind of it forces a romantic evening or an intimate evening to happen. This is why we do not meet girls out in public. We are not agreeing to be friends. You either come over to my house or you don't get to see me, period. Remember, she broke it, she's got to fix it. Once she agrees 3 times, that's it. From that point on, you can start telling her that you're going to pick her up and start going out on real actual dates like you used to. But just remember, from this point on, when that ex-girlfriend reaches out to you the first time around, she has to do 100% of the texting and the calling moving forward. You will never reach out to this girl first ever again. If you follow what I'm telling you, you will never over pursue the woman. She's going to be chasing you like women are naturally designed to do. Your relationship this time around will be much better because you're going to be more masculine. You're going to be more manly. You are naturally going to turn the woman on. This is how you put yourself in the best possible position to getting your ex back. I will end the video by saying this. It is the woman's job to bring up the relationship. So if you start hanging out with your ex and 6 or 7 weeks go by and she hasn't brought up getting back together yet, she's not in love with you yet. You need to keep going on dates and hanging out and having fun and hooking up with her. And once that girl falls in love with you, she will bring it up. It is the woman's job to bring up the relationship. I've asked girls to be my girlfriend in the past. That's a woman thing to do. Women are the nurturers of like relationships. Relationships are in a woman's domain. The man's job is to maintain the attraction between the man and the woman. So when she's ready to get back into a relationship with you, she will bring it up. So at no point in time do you ever ask this girl to become official again. You as a man should see your ex and then start dating other girls as well. Because if you're dating multiple girls and your ex comes back, now it's let the best girl win. But whatever you do, do not wait around for your ex-girlfriend to come back. Go out, start dating new girls, and if your ex comes back and you're talking to 1 or 2 different girls, now you've got 3 girls. You've got fucking options. And if you like one of these other girls better than your ex-girlfriends, because if you've grown as a man, you're likely going to get much better, especially if you watch my social skills videos on how to go and meet new women. You're going to start meeting women that are going to treat you much better than your ex did. You're going to have a clean slate with this new woman. You still got emotional baggage with the ex. Even if you guys do get back together and you guys have a better relationship, what happened in the past happened. You can't avoid that. You're going to have to talk about it at some point in time. But remember, whatever you do, whether your ex-girlfriend is the only girl you're seeing or not, at no point in time, for any woman that you ever date, do you bring up the relationship. So, if you like this video, guys, please like, comment, and subscribe. And if you watch what I said, it's a terrible way to end the video, but like I said, this will put you in the best possible position to get your ex back. Listen, I am running a 50% off limited time special for my one-on-one coaching. If you want to work with me directly, click the link in the description and book a coaching call with me. I don't know when you're going to see this video. It might still be going on. It might not. With that being said, guys, hey, if you like this video, check out this one right here, man. You might like that one as well. And with that being said, hey, I will see you in the next one.